All right, okay, so I'm recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Monday Night Dream Team Zoom. It is April 6th already. It's weird, like I feel like time is standing still, but yet every day we're shooting through something already. So before we dive into our topic for the night, I want to do like a little bit, I guess, I call it kind of housekeeping. I want to make sure everybody on here understands that this stimulus bonus where they're offering you a 50% increase on your commission, that's unheard of. Nobody else is doing that. No other companies are throwing extra money at people. As a matter of fact, people who are out doing things right now that are very dangerous aren't even getting paid extra. But yet here they are saying, hey, you at home behind your computer screen, we'll pay you extra. You just have to work for it. So if you're not working for it, you need to have a long talk with the person in the mirror and find out why on earth you're not chasing that. So I talked a lot about the stimulus package, that's different. The stimulus bonus last night in the power planning. So if you missed that, you can go back and watch that. But you're nuts. You're out of your mind. That's all I know to say if you're not trying to go for this. And then on top of it, today, they threw at you a promo for free customers. So the whole stimulus bonus is based on new customer and new promoter volume. And then they just handed you a gift by offering you an incentive for new customers to come into the business. So make sure you're dotting your I's and you're crossing your T's. So let's think about this. The new customer promo has to be 150 or more. And that is, I believe, like let's say they ordered 200 and you gave them $50 in credits. I still believe that counts for that particular promo. However, if an order has credits on it of any kind, it does not count for the stimulus bonus, okay? So be aware of that. So for example, on the stimulus bonus, if you had somebody order $300 and you gave them $20 in credits and you're thinking, oh, that's $280 towards my stimulus bonus, it's not. It wipes out the whole order for that. So be creative. When you can't use credits, think in reverse. If you can't use credits up front, what can you do on the back end? Can you do some sort of rebate? Can you do some sort of free product? So again, like I said, I talked a lot about that last night, so I don't want to go over all that again. But I keep seeing these things on Facebook where people are like, you really learn a lot about your company in times like this, and they're all pissed at the places that they work because they're cutting people and they're not treating people well. Well, not only is Lavelle treating you well by keeping their doors open and doing everything they can, they're offering you extra money and they're giving you incentives to help them make it easier. So basically, if you're not shooting for this, you're in this for a hobby and you probably don't even need to be on these Monday night Zooms. That's how I'll put it. Like I told you guys last week, I'm going to talk to you like the leaders you are because you show up for these Zooms. And so if you're watching this live or as a replay and you're like, I'm not even trying for the stimulus bonus, that's crazy. So with that said, let me see. I have notes everywhere. And then you guys will appreciate this. And I'll go ahead and give myself a plug right now instead of later on. If you are new or you have someone new, or hell, if you've ever signed somebody up new to the business and thought, now what do I do? You need to be on the Zoom I'm doing tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. So it's going to be all about the VIP mindset and truly the basics. Like to the point where Susan called today and said, hey, we've been doing these for a few weeks. I truly, honestly need someone to stick to the basics because people are getting on to do the VIP Zooms and they're getting too detailed about social media and all these things. She's like, I literally need you to look at this group and say, okay, welcome. Here's how you create a new account. Here's how you figure your commissions. So we're going to go very, very basic tonight. And I'm going to be super honest with you. When I was getting ready for tonight, I had to kind of remind myself of some stuff. So even if you've been doing this a while, it'd be a great reminder for you. But if you have anybody new, please try to make sure they get on the Zoom tonight. We are going to record it. It's going to be weird though. Susan's recording it in the cloud and then I'm going to try to download it and put it on YouTube. So I can't make promises. But anyway, try to be on tonight and encourage anybody you have new on tonight. So that's tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. But when I was making notes for that, I accidentally put them on some of the notes for tonight. So I have pages all in front of me. So really what I wanted to do tonight, I'm going to open the chat here. Yes. Okay. So Thank you, Samantha. The customer packs, the auto ship customer packs come with a free box of shakes right now. Like if you do the new auto ship packs. So please keep in mind when you're talking to people, you could even say, I'm throwing in a box of shakes for free, an extra box of shakes for free. It is free, right? This company's giving it to them, but you are the company. So, let me back up a minute. When you're talking to people and you're talking about packages, and I know that we've learned for years and years and years to say it's only $150, it's only $5 a day. In reality, that's the 20% discount with auto ship. So there's nothing wrong with telling people, and I don't even really know the answer. Does somebody know? Put it in the chat. What does it cost to buy the 3 steps not on auto ship? Somebody do that math for me, please. What are the 3 steps without auto ship? That's the number that you need to start with people. And then say, but you know what? I can save you 20%. And here's how I always word it. I can save you 20% because I have a loophole when I put it in. If you trust me to work my loophole, I can save you 20%. And then now on top of saving them 20%, when they order auto ship for that package, they're going to get a free box of shakes. So fresh out of the water, doing nothing, you're saving them money and getting them something for free. Also, please, for those of you thinking about the stimulus bonus, if you are selling a $400 pack to somebody, a promoter pack, that's obviously one of the best chunks of volume to get at a time, they get a free product with that. Like I keep forgetting that now. You get either a balance or a sculpt or an activate, and I think blast. I think those were the 4 options that I saw today. So again, automatically, if they order a $400 pack, no matter what you decide to do, if you decide to rebate them, throw in a DFT, whatever it is you're doing, they're still getting a free product on top of that. Courtney calls it retail price, which does sound fancy. You're right. So it does retail for $184. Thank you, Bree. Oh, with extra bites more than, yeah. Okay, so it would retail for $184. If you were to add in the extra box of shakes that they're getting, it would retail for even more than that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, be smart with that. And you guys, aim high. You can always work your way down. Talk to somebody about the tone pack. Like, how much is that worth? It's capsules, it's 2 boxes of shakes, it's DFT. And then work your way down from there. Same thing. Talk about the $400 pack. If that turns out to be too much, we have a $200 pack. But always aim high, right? Because you can come down. But if you start talking about $100, it's really hard to go up, right? It's really hard to, it's harder to upsell than it is to surprise them with a lower package. So anyway, that was not at all the topic of tonight's Zoom, but that's all good stuff. So I'm glad that we shared that. So what I want you guys to do is start blowing up the chat. I want you to tell me, like I've done all the talking, I want you to tell me what you're doing. While you are blowing up the chat, I'm going to give you guys some kudos of some things I have noticed. The Facebook Lives are phenomenal. This team, you guys are the best, like literally. And I love that we're doing all these lives that aren't necessarily Thrive related, but you've always got your patch on. You're maybe standing with some Thrive behind you or something. You are putting your face out there. You're offering helpful tips. You're being the helper. Like I've said the last couple of weeks, be the helper. The world is in the middle of a crisis. We can either sit in the corner and rock ourselves, or we can be the helper. And we can help as Thrivers, right? So I love that you guys are stepping up to the plate and being helpers. And 3-way chats, my phone has ding, 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 dinged nonstop for the last few days. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of that, because these dingings are turning into customers. And you guys see that. If you go back to the Dream Team page, I try really hard, and I know you guys do too. When your downline gets an order, to shout them out. If people are trying to tell you that the world's coming to an end and that business isn't happening, that ain't true. Because you can look on our page alone. Not only are we doing like volume, but we are doing brand new volume. So people are shopping. This is important. I'm going to read some of the chats. So Sandra says, I just gave $80 back on a $400 pack, and I'm giving an extra DFT. Bam. So she got $400 in volume. 80 is her commission, and she's offering that back, that is totally something that you guys can always do. And she's throwing in that free DFT so they get a full 3 months. And Zoom is moving. Sandra, is that a new customer? Did I miss that? Is that a newbie? Yay, nay, the $400 pack? Hang on. Oh.
Asking because I'm texting Courtney.
Oh, is that a promo pack? I mean, is the $400 pack a newbie?
Brand new promoter.
Oh, I will shout you out as soon as this Zoom is over. Okay.
It's one of the girls that I put Courtney in a chat group with. It's the first triplet.
Oh, three-way chats. Don't tell me they don't work, because they
Courtney nailed it.
It's got $400. Okay. Let me see. I gotta mute you back so I can read. Okay. Shantae, I'm doing mailers. I sent thank yous and sending out blasts to medical peeps who commented on my post. And Shantae, if you've noticed on my feed, because I started that a couple of days ago, people are going to start thanking you publicly on Facebook for your generosity and your kind words. So kudos to you, because you will start getting a lot of that. Sam says, I'm trying to push for new customers couples packs, $300 in volume towards the stimulus. They get 2 boxes of shakes and Sculpt, and couples are stuck together anyway, so they might as well thrive together. I have referred to Tom as my quarantine buddy. That's what I'm now calling him. I know he's my husband and we're business partners, but he is my quarantine buddy at this point. But you're right, couples packs, when you have a built-in support system of the person who's literally living in the house with you, that's perfection. That is how people will stick with it. And like she said, you guys, they're spending the $300. That's the auto ship. That's the 20% discount. Like right now they can get the Sculpt. Right now they can get the free shake. So there's a lot of added value to what they're purchasing. So that's a fantastic way to get volume. TJ, I made a medical peeps post and got about 10 replies in a few hours for new people to chat with. I'm also driving, so that's all I got. TJ, that's awesome though. So you keep driving and be safe. Yeah, you guys, if you do something like the medical post or the restaurant workers or the teachers who are teaching through Zoom now instead, whatever it is, whatever group you feel compelled to reach out to, be prepared. They're going to respond. You're going to get messages back. And it's your business. It's up to you. Because I reached out to medical professionals, felt that even if they were a promoter somewhere on the downline, first of all, if they're in my downline some way, then hey, thanks. You're important to me. But also because I didn't look at that particular post as necessarily, I'm going to go make a bunch of money off of this post. It was a true thank you. So I sent out blasts to everybody no matter what. Now, the 6 people who commented who don't have accounts, who aren't promoters, who aren't customers, they got a 5-day trial and I got their email, cell phone, and name. So I did work it that way. So just be prepared. You're going to get some people. If you offer it, you have to be prepared to fulfill it. So I encourage you, if you're new and you're like, oh, I only have like 6 extra packets of blast, then just say the first 6 people that respond, that's the first 6 that I'm treating. Like, people know that, you're not the Thrive warehouse. You can't just mail stuff out for free forever. So yeah, Laura said, oh wait, I missed. Okay. Oh, the screen's moving. Courtney says, I started the essential worker post today and tons of comments. So I'm diving in with that. I'm sitting with 8 DFT. Oh girl, you got a lot of DFT on your shelf. I like time to get rid of that. Laura said, I made a healthcare post and we'll be sending out 3 trial packs and 7 packs of blast. Gonna do another post tomorrow for teachers, I think. Yes. I think just keep spanning this circle, there are so many people who are working who aren't getting recognized. So truck drivers, garbage men, custodians, like, don't get me wrong. I love nurses and thank heavens for nurses and doctors, but what about the people who are supporting them all day? What about, you could even say who on my Facebook is currently working in one of the, I don't know what to call it, but like the food banks where they're cooking food in the schools and they're delivering. Who's working in those people? Anybody that you can think of that deserves a kudos, a pat on the back, a hey, way to go. Those are the different groups you could be reaching out to. Sonia says, just so you all know, if they did not auto ship the 4-week package, it is $240. That's a $90 savings. That's a huge savings, you guys. That's gigantic. Thank you for doing that math. I'm not good at math any other time. TJ says, oh, I tried to host a post, but it's a bust this round. / red light chat. TJ, please be careful while you're driving. Okay, for those of you who are like, host a post, what is he talking about? Go to Kayla Fox's YouTube, pull up the host a post video. It's 15 minutes. It'll be a really good use of your 15 minutes. And I want to talk to the fact that he said it was a bust. That's okay. Because as she says in that video, if you want to build a snowball, you got to start with a snowflake. So it may feel like a bust in that you don't have like a bunch of people commenting, or you're not like, churning a bunch of orders out of it, but you got exposure from that. Next week, do it again. You might get 2. The following week, do it again. You might get 4. At any point in time, the 2, the 4, the 20, it's more than you had the day before, right? So it's not a bust. It's never a bust. All activity is good. The funny thing too about activity is activity breeds activity. So you might be doing a host to post thinking, oh man, I'm going to find all these new people. And you might not find a single new person, but 3 people who used to thrive with you that dropped off the face of the earth may see it and be like, you know what? I miss being on Thrive. I did a thing today. I think my days are blurred. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was just earlier today where I just held up 3 envelopes and said I had 5-day trials ready to send out. And one girl commented, she's like, newbies, right? Question mark. And I said, I'll send you a message. I'm here for everybody, because she hasn't thrived with me in like 2 years. So you better bet I offered to send it to her. I'm charging her $15, but I'm still sending her 5 days, which $15 is a pretty good discount. And then after I did that whole voice clip, I waited a few minutes and I was like, hey, wait, you know what? If you're truly ready to get back on Thrive, I have a promo that I can work for you. And that is where I offered her the $400 pack with the free product, with the rebate. So I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'm making the moves, right? I'm making the effort. I'm putting the activity out there. So we'll see what happens. Courtney, TJ. Okay. Courtney says, can we get some ideas of what y'all are saying when your peeps commenting about being an essential worker? Yes, I will respond to that. Sonia said, I did the healthcare worker post and now doing a host post. Currently have 4 people, one of which is a Thriver I'll be working with to help her get free Thrive. Fan-freaking-tastic. Olivia says 3 of the people who responded to my worker post were on my chicken list. They were on her chicken list and they responded to her. And I've been wanting, and they all said I've been wanting to try that. You guys, if you aren't putting it out there, I need you to stand up right now and take your left ankle and kick yourself in the butt. Like that, just do something. Do something. Do anything besides nothing, okay? If you say and honest to goodness, at this rate, I have 5 blasts left to my name. I could post right now, who are 5 truck drivers, who are 5 teachers, who are 5 whatever, right? Do what you have. Do good. If you can do good, do good. If you see something you can help, do it. And like I said, and I've said this whole time, if your box is empty and you've got nothing to give, pull out a sheet of paper, write them a thank you note, and stick that thing in the mail. Make someone's day. Be the person who's spreading the energy. Oh gosh, sorry. Will that count as new PPA for the customer flipping to, do you mean customer flipping to promoter? Okay, no, did they order as a customer already? Okay, no. The very first time they ordered as a customer, that was when they counted for PPA. So it does not count. However, that's still good. And now you have a brand new promoter who can not only chase VIP 800, but could you guys imagine being able to chase VIP 800 and that stimulus package at the same time? I mean, my gosh, and that's more math that I didn't do that I probably should have done to give you an idea of what everyone could do. Lisa Cook says, throw the dang ball. Yes, that's Sandra saying, throw the dang ball. Last night, after I got off of my power planning Zoom, I pulled up my phone and it was like, Lisa Cook is live. And I'm like, oh, Lisa's live. And she was so cute. She was doing another craft live and it was awesome. And you guys, it had nothing to do with Thrive. It should people on there looking, should people talking, should people asking questions, why is that important? Because in a few days, if she does do a live and she dribbles in her Thrive, people aren't going to be like, oh, it's Lisa again talking about Thrive. They'll be like, what is Lisa making a craft? What's Lisa doing today? Let people be curious. You will hear so much information about attraction marketing, and there are books, there are videos. I mean, my gosh, you could learn about attraction marketing 24 hours a day for the next 12 weeks. It boils down to this. You attract your tribe, right? We've all been attracted to each other somehow, some way. This is our tribe. This is our group. This is our community. We are all in this together. What you put out into the world is what will come to you to be attracted. So as much as you might want to say, what's the perfect script or what's the perfect post? I don't know. What's perfect for you? What do you love? right? What are you putting out there? Because that's what's going to come back to you. And if you are taking an amazing post and then the very second you're hitting post, but in your mind, you're like, oh, nobody's going to like this. No one's going to respond. Then you're right. Nobody's going to respond. Not a single one. But if you click that button and you're like, you know what? I've done my job. I've done the activity. I'm putting that out there. Whatever comes to me is what is meant to be. Then you're right. It's going to come to you. And you guys, it's not always going to be gangbusters. Like I've told you this before. I can come up with what I think is just the most amazing post ever, the best picture, the whole thing, and nothing happens. And then I make a silly post last week about wishing I had Milk Duds, and all hell breaks loose on Facebook. Everybody in the world apparently likes Milk Duds too. Who knew? I had no idea. I literally thought I was the only person that would like try to get a box of Milk Duds twice a year, and I would put them in the not the garbage can, the grocery cart, like under the salad, you know, in case I went past one of my clients in Kroger. That way they didn't see them. But apparently the whole world loves freaking Milk Duds. So just put out there who you are and what you do, and that is what will come back to you. It's going to come back to us all at different rates, all at different times, because we're all putting it out there differently, right? But there's nothing worse than making a post and then thinking, I don't know if I really feel that way or thought that, right? And what if they do respond? What am I going to do? No, don't put anything out there you're not comfortable with. Put out there what you believe in. Put out there what you feel. Put out there what you want. That's the only way it's going to find you. All right. Katie Shantae says, Katie is in the VIP right now, and I see her on here. Yay. Wait, Katie, but so is Katie Kim on the phone? What am I missing? Where's Katie? Somebody help me. Oh, Katrina, is that what she calls you? Oh, I've been calling you Katrina this whole time. You're Katie. Hang on, I'm unmuting you. What do you want to be called?
Either or. As a kid, it was Katie, and as I've been an adult, it's Katrina.
Oh, well, you tell us. We'll call you whatever you tell us to. Because just so you know, there was a mass debate for months about if it was Shantae or Shanta or Shant. We didn't know how to say her name. And then we found out we could call her Tay, and that cleared it up for all of us. So you just tell us what we want to call you. All right. Well, if she calls you Katie, I don't know. You're going to be on my screen as Katrina and on Facebook as Katrina. So that'll be hard for me to think Katie, but I'll do my best.
Okay.
All right. But I am glad you're on here tonight. Welcome to your first
thank you.
Zoom. Hopefully we don't scare you. All right. Olivia says, I have a craft on my calendar to do with the kids. Okay, girl, you have got the cutest little bunch of Rugrats, and you should, forgive me, Jesus, be using them. I mean, who is not going to want to watch them, right? Oh my gosh. I would watch them do anything. All right. Make sure I'm caught up over here on the chat. Just so you know, my little surface that I film all this stuff through, the screen for some reason is jumping all over the place. And that's why I have to look to the right to read the regular computer, because I can't read the moving words. Just so you guys don't think I'm looking away. All right. So we have some time left. Just wave me down. Give me a shout out. Give me an idea. Tell me what worked for you this week. Tell me what, you tell me what you need. Sandra, I'm unmuting you. And I did this on purpose because I'm going to give her a shout out. She sent me a message earlier and she was like, okay, I was upstairs in my office and I was looking out the window and I thought, there's my neighbor's house. And I thought, I haven't told her about Thrive yet. So Sandra had kahunas like none other and picks up her phone and sends this girl a message. And it's like, thinking of you, I didn't even know how it all went. But basically, I realized that I've never told you what Thrive is about. Then, even during coronavirus 2020, Sandra marches down to this woman's house and stands on.
I was invited.
What'd you say?
I was invited to come.
Well, right, I know, but still, you still went down there, and she talked to her on the porch about Thrive, puts her in a three-way chat with me, and before you know it, this girl, her neighbor, is not only video, like not even voice chatting with us, she's video chatting. She's sending us videos and spilling her guts and telling us all the things that she wants to fix in her life. I was like, you're my hero, because I've never just marched down to someone's house and been like, but Sandra's really good face to face. She's so good with people. So kudos, shout out. But Sandra, will you tell them when the objection came, the one that you texted me about, will you tell them your response? Because it was brilliant.
Okay, I got to shut my window because her house is. Hang on, I got to shut the window.
She couldn't hear me. It's like she's like legit her neighbor right there. Oh dear.
I closed the computer so you wouldn't have to see my hanging over
Oh,
the.
you're good. Okay, so tell them the objection.
Okay, so she, she obviously is a little skeptical, but she and Tammy have a lot of things in common. And she said, she told me which package she wanted to go with. And she said, definitely a little concerns because there's 180 some odd complaints on the Better Business Bureau. So at first I was like paralyzed. And then I was like, well, okay. So I addressed the first thing she had told me. And then I went on to address that. And I just said, I have never looked to see how many complaints there are. I said, all I know is that there are over 1 million happy thrivers. So to me, that number is a lot bigger. So I just look at the fact that we have over 1 million happy thrivers.
Yeah, mic drop right there. And I love that you own up to the fact that in the moment you froze for a second, because I think we all would do that. We'd all be like, oh my gosh. But you guys, Sandra nailed it. When you think of how many people are happy and love their Thrive, 188, that's a pretty good number. And let's just pretend that 50% of them are people who left and went to another company anyway, and were maybe trying to send out bad vibes or whatever. I mean, look at Nike, I bet if you look up Apple and you see how many people have complained about their iPhone, I'm sure 188 is like minuscule compared to that. So I just loved how her brain worked in that moment, focusing on the positive, because it would have been really easy to be like, oh, I don't know. I need to pull up this website. I need to see what all these people are saying, but that's a waste of your time. Your job is to tell people that Thrive is amazing and they just need to try it. So I thought that was the best.
I thought about Jason's words when he says when people want him to compare, he'll go, well, I don't know about that, but this is what I do know.
Yes.
So I thought about that with my response. This is what I do know. We do have over 1 million happy thrivers.
See, did everyone get that? You should all write that down. That's good. That's good stuff right there. All right. Who else? Who's got a shout out? Who wants to? Oh, Samantha, you are unmuted.
My whole team.
Yeah.
My whole team is on fire. I have had like several people who started with me come back and be ready to promote, and they're doing so much more now than they did in the beginning. It's like they're more excited now than they were when they had VIP 800 on the table. Yep. And the people who have been working, even before, last month, they've stepped up their game completely. All the people that are on here now, everybody. I can't even pick specific people. I know, if I did that, then I would leave somebody out and then I would feel terrible, because I every day have been so motivated by my team because they're motivated. It's so fun. I just remember always feeling at the beginning of this, like maybe I'm the only one that's so excited, because I never felt like my passion was really met with my team. Right. Like I felt like maybe I was so, I set huge expectations, it's like you do for your kids, you expect something and they're just like, whatever. Okay, mom, I'll do what you say just because you're mom, Right. But now I feel like I'm getting people messaging me, asking me for advice, asking me what things are and what they should do and what they should say. And I am just so my team's keeping me motivated right now, and I just love that. So if you're on this team, I have to say you're doing an amazing job, and keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
Kudos. But I will give you a shout out, Sam, because there's a reason your team's on fire. And again, they come at different times, but the speed of the team is the speed of the leader, right? You have never taken your foot off the gas. Even when you put high expectations on yourself, you were plugging away, right? So that's why when they made the decision to come back, they knew who to come back to, and they knew what it was going to take this time because they've seen you not stop. So kudos to you. Sandra, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to my team, because Sherry Lansing is killing these live videos that she's being asked to be on for the homeschool. And who knew that when she got thrust into homeschooling in January that this would be like the new normal. And so she's helping people navigate through that, what she navigated through like not even 2.5 months ago. Also, I mean, Carolyn Lester, y'all know if you've ever been to Walmart here in Lebanon, she's busting her booty. They've got her working like a dog. She goes in by 4 o'clock in the morning. That means she's getting up at 2:30 or 3, and she had a brand new customer. I'm like, I mean, the girl is just amazing. Her love for Thrive always shines through, even when she's dead dog tired. Melissa Conley, one of my promoters down in Texas, she's got a customer, and that customer is throwing us, and I cannot begin to tell you how many 3-way chats. She's learning how.
Yep.
But and so Melissa's getting new customers like crazy. Some of them are referrals, but I mean, it's just all starting to come together, and it's just so exciting to see it for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And you know, again, what I love so much is not the Rona, I promise. What I love so much about this is all of this activity, all of this booming that's happening is in a time when we're not supposed to be doing well, right? Like they totally underestimated the American entrepreneur because we are a scrappy bunch. And like I said last night, and I just want to reiterate, there are companies left and right switching their entire setup, their entire business plan so that they can get into the health and wellness field. You're seeing car manufacturers make ventilators. You're seeing people who used to make purses make masks. You're seeing people that made hockey equipment and baseball uniforms make PPE equipment, right? You're already in the health and wellness. You don't have to change anything. You just have to keep your foot on the gas. You just have to keep reaching out and helping people. It sounds bad, but you guys, you're always talking about the setup, like how are we going to set this up? How are we going to attack this? You were already set up. You're ready. Just keep doing what you do. But I would say times 10, like make sure you take advantage of this opportunity that's in front of you right now. You all have goals. There's a reason that you guys are all in this business. And I want you to see those goals come true. And so if you are starting to feel like, I don't know, call me. We'll talk about your goals. Like, let's talk through it. What are your goals? What is it you want to do with the money that you're going to make from Lavelle.com? Do you want to get out of debt? Do you want to earn a car? Do you want to pay off your house? Would you like to have enough money sitting in the corner someplace that if the shit does hit the fan in 6 months or so, you're okay? That's what I would be doing. I'd be making as much money right now as I can, helping people. Because that's the beauty of it. You can feel amazing about what you do. You're helping people and you're getting paid for it. And now's a great, great time in life to be able to make an income. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The news had doctors on there talking about taking supplements. Not that it cures the virus or prevents it, but that it could. Absolutely. Oh, TJ says everything is finally leveling out and I can focus again. Yeah. TJ's whole life has been spun in a circle in like the last year, but he's finally back on the team. Yeah, Sonia. So I'm glad you said that too. Just for anybody that is new that's watching this or on here live, we are not a medical pharmaceutical company. We do not make medicine. We are not allowed to make any kind of medical claims, right? So you can't say that Thrive would cure something. You can't say that Thrive would for sure prevent something, but you can say that Thrive will boost your immunity, help heal your gut, help you sleep better, have more energy. It's all the things that basically allude to health, or that to me are health. So that's what we can do. Like when I sent out those blasts to people, I didn't say, here's antioxidants to keep the Rona from getting in you. I just said, here's something to help keep you healthy while you're under all this stress, right? So you got to be general with it, but what you do is, there's a reason that Thrive is still shipping, you guys. Health supplements are essential. Like that's important. And you can take pride in the fact, and some of you may or may not know this, while the FDA does not approve any supplements of any kind, because that's not their deal, right? We're not a food and we're not a drug, so we're not their thing. We do have, all of our products are made in an FDA approved facility. So what does that mean? That means tomorrow if Lavelle was like, you know what, we're going to make drugs, they could. They are legally, they have the top-notch ingredients and facility to become a pharmaceutical manufacturer tomorrow. They're not going to, but that speaks highly because there's a lot of supplement companies, people's garages that cannot do that, okay? So keep that in mind. Like, you work with the best of the best. That's the only thing you need to know about that. Like Sandra said, I don't know about those 188 people, but I know we got a million other that are happy, right? So that's the confidence you need to be going in when you're talking to people about what it is that they need. So again, always remember you're going to talk to the person, but please keep in mind this is a big opportunity for you with your business right now. So if you are feeling like you're stuck in the mud, you don't know what to do, you know, maybe you've been in the corner for the last couple weeks scared and you've not even sent out a message. I'm going to tell you right now, that's okay. But today's the day. Pick your head up, pull out your phone, pull up Messenger, and just start sending out messages. And they're the easiest messages in the world right now. It is literally, how are you doing? Are you okay? That's all you got to talk to people about right now. Just connect with people. Be the connector. All right, so we're down to less than a minute. Does anybody have anything they want to say or ask or share? I talked a little bit more than I planned on. This is good, though. I needed to get fired up for my thing tonight at 9. I'm trying to, you're unmuted, Sandra.
Okay, if you've not seen it, go see Liz. She's on the Lavelle Facebook fan page as well as in the Cloud office, and she talks about how to approach this right now. I mean, she's raw, she's real, but she really talks about what's going on with social media. So hop in there and watch that quick little video from Liz in your Cloud office or on Lavelle Facebook fan page.
Thank you. I did forget about that. Thank you. Okay, you guys, you're the greatest. You know it. I adore all of you. I'll be back here next week. If you need me, I'm always around. Last week too, real quick. Oh, we're going to run out of time. A couple of leaders on the team started doing their own team Zooms again. Yay! Keep it up. I love it. It's the best. Okay, bye. Love you. Bye.